What is my role? Why have I come to talk to you? It is not because I think I have something better than you. You all have the same thing I have. Nobody is different. I have come to share this thing with you as my service, as my seva to my master. I am just carrying out an order which is like an opportunity for me to do seva. Now what is seva? Service. Service means doing something without expecting a reward, but you get rewarded anyway. But you should not expect a reward. If you expect a reward, it's not seva. Service for anybody, service for master, service for people is all good service. Don't expect any reward. Reward comes indirectly. When great master was alive, and in the dera where he lived, there was no electric power, so weather was very hot, so people used to fan him. And this sevadars, or those who were doing this particular seva, carried a big fan. And when he was speaking, they held the fan behind him and they waving the fan. And I wanted to also do that seva. So I was very small and young, but I one day stepped up and I said, I want to do the seva. And the man who was doing the fanning, he said, get away, you're too small for this. The great master sitting in the chair. And he's saying, get away, you are too small for the seva. Great master said, give him the fan. I can't forget these things. And he had to give the fan. I got up on the stage, and the fan was as big as I was, I think. And I fanned him. That was seva. What I'm doing today is no different. Seva is seva, it doesn't matter what. Do not think there's a better seva or worse seva. Seva is an opportunity, which is great. What happens if we do seva? What happens if we truly doing seva without expectation? It is hitting our own ego. Our ego wants returns for everything. Ego invests to get a return in everything, in every action. And seva is no return, and therefore it's an offering. They used to say there are 3 kinds of seva. Seva with wealth. People give a donation. We give donation to church, to temple. We give donations for even these functions. Sometimes you give donations for the arrangements, cost of arrangements made. Seva with wealth is the easiest seva. Write a check and you are done. Give a little cash and you are done. It's a simpler seva. The next higher seva is seva with the body. You carry something, you cook something, you do is a better seva. The best seva is seva with the mind. What does seva with the mind mean? That use the mind as an offering. Use meditation as an offering. Every day we meditate to get something. One day say, I am meditating as an offering to the Master. That's the best seva. If you meditate as an offering, that meditation will be more successful than the meditation you say, I want to get some results and see what happens. So there can be seva in everything. So you can do seva of all 3 kinds, and it has great value. The seva levels ourselves. I remember there was a colonel here, and he wanted to be a disciple of the Master. So he would take some flights. He was an Air Force colonel in the United States, and he would take flights and wanted to go to a place called Beas, B-E-A-S, Beas. When he used to fly over the map, he would look at the map, he used to pronounce it bees and miss it. He told me this story himself, that I missed the dera where I wanted to go many times because I thought bees and I want to go to Beas. The spelling was the same, of course. One day he landed up there and he saw a lot of people working, doing what is called mitti seva, carrying dirt, carrying mud on their heads for some building or some work that was going on in the dera. And he saw so many people covered with dirt. So he had a suitcase with him and he called one of the guys. Hey, come here. Do you speak English? Yes, I do, sir. Can you carry my suitcase? I have a reservation in the guest house. Yes, sir, I will carry. So the man carried his suitcase. And when he reached the guest house, he took out a dollar bill and he said, "This is American dollar. It's worth a lot more than your Indian rupee. I give you as a tip." He said, "No, sir, I don't take tips." No, it's very good. You can spend it. It's a good tip, $1. In these old days, dollar was worth more than nowadays. And the man said, "No, sir, I don't take tips. I don't need tips. I'm okay." And he went away. In the evening, there was a meeting with the master. And only people who had come from overseas were sitting around the master. And he saw a man in a suit and all that. Looked the same like the man who carried his suitcase. So he said, "Who is that guy sitting in that suit there? This is very similar. I've seen him." They said, "Yes, he is the chairman of these big companies. He's a multimillionaire out here. And he is a follower of the master." He realized that he had called a multimillionaire and offered him $1. The man had millions of dollars. So, but in the seva, he could not recognize anybody. They were all leveled out. Seva is a great leveler. When you leveled, what is hit is your ego, nothing else. It's a reduction of your ego when you do seva like that. So that is why when we used to have opportunities of doing seva, no matter what kind of seva it was a great opportunity and we always welcomed it. All I am doing now is doing seva for my master. Sharing these experiences with you is just seva for my master. If it helps you, I'll be very happy. If it doesn't, look for something better. Fully free. If people say, "Do you initiate?" I say, "No, I can't. I am nobody to initiate. I am nobody. Do I look like a master? Do I work like a master? Do I have anything common? No. No turban, no beards, no look at all. I am not a master. I am just a disciple of a perfect living master." Which is a big thing, to be disciple of a perfect living master and seen the love of the master. So that is why it's just merely a seva. I am very happy to do this seva for my master, which incidentally makes me come and make friends with you and become one who can share experiences so that it gives you some encouragement that what can be expected if you follow Surat Shabd Yoga.